breaking news. It's been going around the forums. It's been going around the Facebooks and the internets. It is yet another ride has opened in the treasure hunting amusement park. Tell about it, Christy. And yeah, I will share this link around town.
Well, first, let's say hello, everyone. It's Sunday. We wanted to greet you all and say hi. Since we did have a ride open, it's actually been open a while, but there were no lines. And all of a sudden, there's lines. We decided to come to you and you and you and tell you about it. And it's really funny because several people were like, thank you for telling us. Now, don't say anything to anyone else.
Yeah.
I want to find this one. So we want to introduce you to a brand new hunt to us, and we will tell you how Mike actually got to know that it was there in the amusement park. I happen to have had a couple conversations with the originator of this hunt. So,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, K Pro. You're saying you've talked to the person in
oh,
the
I didn't
video.
talk. No, no, no. I just emailed.
Email.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
communicated with the person in
I've
the video
communicated.
that hid the silver.
Yeah, because I had a couple questions and I asked him to be on the show.
That's breaking news, everybody. We were all like, who is he? Who is it?
Yeah,
No.
so yeah, everyone's like, shh. Okay. Oh, my sister is in Vegas right now getting married because I can. That's cool.
Nice. And
Um,
why aren't you there with her? Having
I
fun?
know we could be
Acting
saying
crazy
hi.
on Fremont Street?
So we're gonna tell you a little bit about that. We might tell you we've cracked it, but I can't go boots on the ground yet. I'm willing to.
Well,
There's
I can't.
something missing.
I can't say cracked it because we don't actually know where it is, but I'd say we know the area, right?
Yep.
We believe we know the area.
Yep.
Here's the deal. Sometimes me and K Pro are just like, who wants to wants to start a Zoom and talk about a particular treasure hunt? This was one of those. I broke this one open for all the people. So it was set. It was yesterday. It was like noon, and I just emailed. We have a list of about 30 people. I said, who wants to jump on a Zoom? Not for YouTube, not for public consumption, but who wants to jump on YouTube to talk about this new treasure hunt? We had like 15 people within 5 minutes. If you want to be on our special list for private Zooms, just email me, and I'm happy to email anybody that wants to join. I just sometimes I don't like spamming all the Facebook groups of hey, blah blah blah. It's if you guys should subscribe so you know when we go live, and then email me if you want on a list for when we do private Zooms. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
That's
and so those of you that don't know, Mike's been having computer issues, and he's like, "Let's stress test it." In the middle of the Zoom, his
it
computer
went
exploded.
down. So I just
Yeah.
got 2 new sticks of RAM, and I'm hoping. So I did a RAM test last night. Took about an hour and got all kinds of errors. So I've got 32 gig of RAM because I'm Cowlazars. But I think the 2 sticks I had were bad. So instead of trying to figure it out, I just replaced both of them. I got two 16 gig sticks. They're in the computer. I'm hoping we're good. Tonight I will rerun that test, but for now we're going to do a little stress test with this with going live right now. So if all of
Okay.
a sudden we cut off in the middle, that's why. That's
Okay. So let's tell you a little bit about this is a new hunt. I will say a lot of people ask, how did you stumble upon this? Mike got, I think, an anonymous email or from a random person.
shout out to Andy. Andy's the one. I'm not going to say his last name, but Andy said, "Hey, I was in a Facebook group and I saw this link. I thought you might be interested." So you know what? It is okay if we show the video or most of it because that's not the part you pay for. The other part's the
Right.
part you pay for. So
Well,
what
let's
we'll do
tee it up. Let's introduce it first.
okay.
So right now there is a YouTube channel that yesterday had 19 people. I think it's like 70 people now
Mhm.
because I put it on Thor and Facebook, etc. So here's what the premise is, and we're going to show. There's a YouTube video of a mountain man. He kind of cuts part of a tree, puts a blaze on a tree, then he digs a little hole, puts flesh to the ground, chest, and then he puts silver and more silver and more silver. And we are all
We're going to show
drooling
you.
at
We're
the
going to show you
silver.
that.
We're going to show you that. And then at the end, it says maybe more, and it gives the website. We're going to show that. And you buy a glimpse. This is important For $1, you buy this map. When you buy it, you only get to see it the once. So screen capture it or save it, whatever, because some people close it and then they try to go back in. You have to buy it again. So he's going to update it on occasion. And I have an email from him that we went back and forth. And it's the same thing that he put in the video. Seems like a cool guy, but that's the premise of this hunt. He's singing New York in it. Many people think it's New York. I think Mike and I will give you our general area because he does say in the video, knowing the general area is not going to help you with an exact spot. I asked him for clarification because we did find the waterfall. We did find the exact spots in his video. And he's saying it's not going to help us except for the general area, but we have a general area. So, okay, Michael, over to you.
This is pretty cool because I've never. So it costs $1 to see his map. It costs $1, but again, you only get that glimpse. And he says he will update the map, periodically. Actually, he says often. K-Pro reached out to him to ask what that meant, so we'll talk about that.
Yeah, and he's told me why he has to do it the way he's doing it, where it can't just be automatic, and I'll tell you that.
Outcast Searcher says you really don't have to, and I'm not sure what he means.
I think have to share. He's like, I think he thinks that's what I'm thinking.
Again, just a reminder, everybody, we're not the treasure hunt police, but we do tell you about the rides that are open in the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park. It's up to you to decide.
Yeah.
Is this legit? Does this not smell right? You have to be this tall to go on the rides, guys. That means you have to be an adult that can make your own decisions. So buyer beware and ride at your own risk and all that fun stuff. Okay, this one's really cool.
And if anybody wants to go, I'm so ready to go boots on the ground. I'm over. This is my new, okay, I have to tell you, Forrest and I got a divorce, or the Fen Hunt. This is like the first one that I've really, like Vegas Die and AGK.
The ride got shut down. That's
okay, the ride got shut down. Whatever. I like the analogy of the. This is the first one I'm like, okay, I'm kind of getting excited about.
Wait, are you giving your rose to this hunt?
I already gave my rose to, but this one I'm like really excited about. Okay, go ahead.
But we're not going to say where we think it is, are we?
I think the general area. I think
now's a perfect time to say super chat's on. If there's a question, K-Pro just has to answer, but I don't know if she'll answer that one. Thumbs up the video if you like the idea of the treasure.
Well, and special props to, so the 15 people, there was maybe 10. There was like 15 people and we all cracked it together, and I was not at the lead of cracking it. There was an overlay of a map. And then once we saw the waterfall and then the picture of the waterfall, it was like, oh my God, that's it. And then that connected to some things, and then the thing, and then the other thing, and then that other thing happened.
Let's let the people know what we're talking about. So again, shout out and a thank you to Andy, who sent me this and said, hey, you might be interested in this. And it's a YouTube video. And here it is. It's called the Tumble Bear Lode. Tumble Bear Lode here. This is
wait, how many subscribers is he at?
He has 1,000 views, 87 subscribers.
Okay, yesterday he was at 16 and he had 100 views.
There was 100 views. So since we started the Zoom on it and shared it, I think, in the Grand Adventure group, right, on Facebook.
And Thor, yeah.
Here we go. Look at this silver, guys. Check it out. The Tumble Bear Lode. We're not sure. Now, usually a lode is of a mine somehow, some way, right? You do a lode in a mine. We don't know what Tumble Bear means unless that's just what his name is.
I have a little bit of info there, but I'll tell you later.
Okay. So yeah, K-Pro's communicated with this guy. She's going to read us the emails or tell us what it is that was said. This is he just randomly put up this video, and this video came out August 13th. That is 1 month ago from today. Exactly.
Yeah. So we don't want to say, so here he does a blaze. I'd stop it here and then we're going to fast forward.
You don't want to show it? Oh,
I don't think,
keep going.
No, we need to, we can't show the whole thing. It's not ours to show. You have to go here, but I think we
I got you.
Fast forward every 30, 45 seconds.
This is a blaze. Yeah, this guy knows how to make a blaze. So we're assuming this marks where the treasure is, but we don't really know.
No, I don't agree with you. You're wrong.
No, okay, I could be wrong. We don't know.
I think this starts, and what we agreed, then you start, I think that's at the trailhead. And now we get to where he puts,
oh yeah, you're right. He camps out and he marks that tree.
Yes.
And then he goes on a walk and he buries it, he digs a hole, and he puts this awesome looking treasure.
Oh, look at that.
Kind of a steampunk theme.
I missed. Start over. Holly, don't worry. You're going to see now. So this is where his spot is, and it looks kind of like a secluded little area right here, right? No, it's not a race condition. Craig, I'd already be gone if it was a race condition. Trust me. There's not enough here.
There are a couple clues in the video, but you've got to judge for yourself what you think's a clue and what's not a clue. This is a link to the video. In the chat is a link to the video, everybody.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
know
you know what?
everybody's
Let me
like,
send him.
what
Let me
is
send
it?
it really quick. I'm gonna send him the
He
video.
okay, so he buries it, and he buries it where the lid is flush. Okay, so we're assuming when we find this, it's going to be just like this. He puts
Yes.
some moss and some dirt over it to cover it, but you're not digging like with a shovel. It's right there. And then he shows a tree, and he cuts a couple trees down, and you'll see what he does with these trees in a minute. And again, I think he will appreciate that we're sharing his treasure hunt. We're going to show the website in a minute where you can pay $1 to see the map and that kind of stuff. And there it is. He's got a backpack full of silver.
Oh, he does this like
coins.
so many
I mean,
times.
yeah, silver coins.
Oh, oh, I'm truly.
So yeah, this is just trip number 1, guys. We're assuming that's so heavy he couldn't make it all in one trip. So
Or
that's
he
got to
just
be, what do you
decided not
think?
to.
200 coins in that bag?
I would say at least 100.
Yeah, at least
Anything is
100,
5
100 to
trips.
200. Maybe it's 100. And if those are all 0.999 1 ounce silver, I mean,
Oh,
100 ounces of silver goes for how much nowadays?
I
So
don't know.
that's trip number 1. And then he covers it up and he
Oh
camps
wait,
out.
now look, this is a cool spot. We've kind of figured out where this spot was. He's just chilling. He's just. Oh, there it is. Okay, we know where that spot is.
Beautiful area here.
Yep.
This is like I don't know, some kind of a wall made out of rock. That's probably natural, I'm assuming. Good place to camp. Okay. And there he
Now
is.
it's getting up. So he
And
camps out.
okay, we're going to go over a couple ideas that people have on this apple. We'll talk about that at the end. But again, he jumps in the water. He's got a GoPro, underwater GoPro, pretty awesome. Now
Pretty
these
Oh.
logs we're assuming he cut down. This is what he does.
No, and he cuts it down for a reason.
Yeah.
Because when you're a mountain man like him, you just make a raft.
Yeah, this guy definitely can live out in the forest. Look, he's back with another
Oh,
backpack full of silver coins. 7 times, Lisa Smith says. Yeah, Bill Murray. Bill Murray's in here. We didn't show it, but if you guys watch this video yourself, watch the whole thing and look for Bill Murray. That is, I'm sure.
Go subscribe.
All right. And then he's back. And
because,
there's his dog.
Because we need
and
more
he's
silver.
back with another backpack full of silver coins.
Did he give a state Jack? No, he did not. But some of us have figured that out. Oh, sorry.
All right. Is that full yet? Nope, not yet.
No.
Well, he's back again.
Yeah. And then he put something at the top.
Okay. Fills it. Now, if you guys were to go, I mean, take a friend. There's no way you're taking this out on your own. I guess you could just make a couple trips. But again, we don't know how secluded this is. We don't know how long the hike is from your car.
I do. It's gonna be it's gonna be tough.
K-Pro thinks she does, everybody. But
I think I do. I have to tell
you. I hope you do too. Trust me. I hope you do.
I think you need to have a person with you. Well, I asked him. Well, we'll go into that.
Okay. And now he comes back for the last time. And look what he. Oh, wait, not the last time. You were right. 7 times. What's up, Steven? 7 times.
He's reloading the same pack. Exactly, Charles. So I think he did this maybe over a week's time or something. Yeah.
And now look what he does. He created a raft that actually has a fire pit on it. Pretty awesome. Now, we don't know if this means you have to cross this water source in order to get to it. You know, we don't know why he's showing this because we have to do the same thing. Do you need a canoe? Do you need a raft? I don't know. You got to watch the video, and that's what we say on all these rides. Enter your own risk.
Outcast Searcher said it. I didn't want to say it publicly, but Outcast did. So we think it's near the Zoom group got together, and it's near Idaho. It's in Idaho, Montana border, Stevens Lake area. So let's make it clear. I did not let the kitty cat out of the bag for the Zoomers.
Some of the Zoomers, Outcast Searcher.
It wasn't me. It was not me.
But we don't know if it's true. Well, I'm not going to go into why we think it's there. So this guy's chilling. He's cooking fish on his raft. He's got the drink. I mean, look at
chilling like a villain.
But he's not done yet. He comes back and look what he has.
What's in there? What is in there?
Resistance. Is that a block of silver or is that a box? Now look when he turns it over. When he turns it over, there's a lid, right? Is this silver? Is that pounded silver? Or is this a box with something in the box? We're not sure. But it'd be really cool to find out, wouldn't it?
Mine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you when I pick it up.
Okay. So this again, the Tumble Bear Lode on YouTube, everybody. He puts that in there. He closes it. What we presume is for the last time. Puts the lid on it.
So Amy says, for $1, you get to see the map verse thing. As he gets more traffic, the faster he will update the map. The verse is currently only about half seen.
There it is. The tumblebearload.com.
Okay, go to that site now. This is so cool.
This is the website.
I know. Look, Redneck said, "What? A campfire on a home built raft? What the heck? That's badass."
That's pretty
Yes,
cool.
it is. Oh,
This
tell
is
you.
there's a round. There's silver coins, but this is called a what do you call that when it's
I
square?
don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, a slab.
a slab. There you go.
Yeah,
So this is the
that one's
video we
great.
just watched. This is the map, which is blurred out. It says updated often. The catch, it's another one of those pixel things. That I don't know what that means. What does pixel things mean? What does
Now,
that
what
mean?
I was thinking is the map that we bought actually shows half of the poem.
Right.
So
Mhm.
does that mean it pixels it like it becomes more clear?
Yeah, that's probably true. That's
Yeah,
probably what that
I
means.
don't know. But the
For,
pixel thing, I don't know. That's not a technical term, I don't think.
for $1, you can see how the map above is progressing. Simply pay, choose return to merchant, and the updated map will be revealed.
Wait,
That's right.
hold on one
When you
quick
go
second.
back, there's a poem and there is a map of what we presume is the location. Okay, go ahead.
Well, Charles says it doesn't look to be that heavy to be silver. When he throws it in, I have some silver coins here. It does a clink that I think it's silver. And it
Oh, it would
says
have
it
to be
on the
silver.
coin. It says, doesn't it say it on the
Yeah.
coin?
If you pause that video when he's putting the coins in, they're real silver rounds. I mean, I think anyway. Oh, Tumble
Pauline,
Bear related to T Bear. Tony
I
Hen
contacted Tony Hemmon last night. God, we think alike, Holly. It is not him.
has it been found? Nope. And we know that winter is a coming, especially if it is in one of the northern states. And yeah, it'll still be there through the winter, I guess.
Yeah, I
Okay,
agree.
a few notes. The location of the treasure is not as apparent as it may seem in the video. The
See?
video does not give anyone who might familiar with the area, who might be familiar with the area, an advantage.
Yeah,
There are only two
damn
ways
it.
to solve this, and they are contained in the map. There are only
What?
two ways. See, he's saying you can't solve it from the video. There are
I
only two
know, and I
ways to
hate
solve it,
that.
and they are in the map, but you have to pay $1 to see. Be safe out there. If you find yourself in a precarious situation, then you're looking in the wrong spot. You will not have to climb anything that steep. At most, you may face the risk of an encounter with an uncoordinated black bear. What states have black bears? Probably all of them. It's accessible by anyone with an average set of mountain legs. You can do it in a day, but you should be prepared to spend the night and enjoy the view. Bring mosquito repellent. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Tumble Bear Lode. We love the video. We love the idea. We love all those silver coins. If you happen to find this because you saw our video, we will accept any coins you want to send. Right here it says Sunshine Minting. I know Sunshine Mint is a very popular one, but I'm assuming these are all, see right here, 0.999 fine silver. It says right there on this
Yeah,
one. Now, does that mean they're all silver? I mean, if one's real, why wouldn't they all be real?
yeah.
But again, you pay $1, you see this map. You're going to see about half of it. When we paid the dollar on Saturday, about half of the map diagonally like this, maybe less than half, was visible. You got this is a poem right here. These are all lines of a poem. And if you
Hold on,
try
hold
and
on.
zoom in, you can try and make it out, but it's hard. Only the first three lines partially are shown of the poem. So yeah, now KPro
Yeah,
reached out to the guy. We figured out
I
what his
did.
email address was. If you notice, that website does not have any contact info.
But don't tell him how.
No, I'm not going to tell him how. We're not going to give out the email address. We don't want a million people. Stephen Buckle says maybe he tends to use words that are not in the dictionary. Pixel things, maybe he. And then there's some theories that this could be the shy guy from back east, but we'll go into that.
No, I can
Well,
tell
there
you I
are
don't.
theories. There are.
No, there's theories, but well, I have my theory on that.
All right, you emailed the guy. What did you ask him, and what did he say?
Here's
Again,
what I said.
everybody, breaking news.
He didn't give any hints, so I mean, he seems like a good guy.
I'll be the judge of that. Go ahead.
Okay. I didn't even share this with you. I say, we are working on your hunt and purchased it. Your video is pretty damn cool. Wanted to ask you a few things. Number one, can you tell us how often the map is updated? We did purchase it, but want to continue purchase as it is updated. Number two, he has another video, guys, of Lolo, which is on Nez Perce Trail, which was part of my solve
Low,
for
low hot
Amusement.
springs, right?
Yeah. Does the Lolo video relate to the treasure hunt? Number three, you said knowing the area in the video does not help you, but it seems the treasure is in that area, so we are confused. Any clarification would be great. We have a YouTube channel and talk all things treasure hunting. Cowlazars is the name of our YouTube. We worked on the forest fen hunt and now have a community of people who loves adventures such as these. We welcome you to come on our show and any message you or give us any message you would like to give out to everyone. This is great. Thank you for the adventure, Christy and Mike, K-Pro and Cal. Okay, you guys ready for
He
and for
replied back.
$1.
How long did it take for him to
Let's
reply
see.
back? Couple.
This was 5:40. He respond. It doesn't say the time. He responded in a couple hours. It was
Okay.
after we were off the Zoom. We were on the Zoom about 2 hours. He said, "Hello and thank you for your kind words. I viewed your YouTube channel and it is quite impressive in both content and quality." So obviously he doesn't know good content because he wouldn't have said that.
Aw.
But here, here's the other thing. I don't think he's a forest fen hunter. Not to say anything, but if you're a forest fen hunter and didn't know about the tubers that gave out forest words, I don't think he was a forest fen hunter. That's my guess. It's only a
Oh,
guess.
I thought he said he was in the email. Do I have that wrong?
No, okay. Let me read it and not ad
Yeah.
lib.
I thought-
And then we'll come back and talk about it. Hello, and thank you for your kind words. I viewed your YouTube channel, and it is quite impressive in both content and quality. I now have more respect for such things, given my first foray into the internet. To answer your first question, my original intent was to make the map update automatically with PHP, but I was not very efficient with PHP, and given my work, it can take me to remote locations. I did not trust my programming skills to hold the fort down in my absences. Therefore, I opted for manual control and to update the map every 1 or 2 weeks depending on traffic. Okay, let's stop there. So that means
And by traffic, he means to the video, traffic to that website, I think.
to the
How many
website and the
dollars he gets? I'm sure he's not doing it to make money. That's got to be $15,000 worth of gold. I
exactly.
mean, silver.
But I
Fifteen
don't
thousand
think he
dollars
wants
worth of
4
silver. in my
people
opinion.
working on it and someone to find it with 4 people working on it.
Yeah.
So that is when I got it out to everybody, and hopefully will continue to grow because this looks like a really cool hunt. And okay. So then he says the Lolo Hot Springs video is of no relation. I simply have been camera shy and coming out of my shell, and turns out I enjoy showing people how and where to go out and look for cool and unique things that they may have a great time as well. So those of you that haven't watched the other video, he actually finds this huge piece of, what is it, quartz?
Quartz, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really cool to watch. Just watch it just for the adventure of it. Okay. As for the last question, this is by far the most asked question I get. When I made the video, I had to take into account integrity and fairness of this hunt so that all may have a fair chance. Elements of the video are from a larger general area of the map, but not specific to the treasure itself. The video does provide a general, more regional clue that encompasses the same area as the map.
So is he saying where he camped and all that is not in the vicinity of where the treasure is?
I think what he's saying is that will give you a general area, not a specific location.
Well, I wonder
That's
how
how
would he
I
use a
interpret it.
general? 5 miles, 50 miles.
Okay, that becomes important. We got a little exchange
So the
going in
map
there.
that's shown when you pay the dollar is a topo map. It's a big area. It's a
Yeah.
big topo map. Okay, just so you know.
Yeah.
And then there's a poem that's partially shown.
I'm not going to go into all he said. He said, unfortunately, finding time to appear on your show would be very difficult. And I'm only going to give some things because he actually shared some, like his life situation. But he said he is a mine planner for a silver mining company. That's how he got all that damn silver, I'm sure. That's so
Right,
cool.
right. So he's into silver mines. It's real silver, everybody. And
Yeah.
Charles Chapman, just to interrupt, Charles Chapman points out that box, the color is not right for silver. So that is a box. We just don't know what's in it. Could there be just
Oh,
contact info for the finder?
no,
Could
it's
there be
something
more
huge.
silver?
It's
Yeah, we
something
don't know.
huge. It's not a stick. It's something
Not
big.
a
It's
stick.
something big.
Hashtag not a stick. Okay. Go.
I built this hunt because I genuinely enjoy doing it. I hope it encourages people to get out and explore, not just for this, but also in their own backyard. Some of us stay inside on the weekends wondering what to do when the answer is all around us. Thank you for your interest. I'll definitely tune into your channel on a regular basis. I wish I would have known about it when I was eating, breathing, and oh, you're right. Sleeping in the forest fen, God rest his soul.
See, so he is a forest fence searcher.
He just didn't know about us. How is that possible?
So this is a forest fence searcher that's paying it forward, which is awesome. Just like Mr. Clue, just like
It
Master
was.
Mopius, just like Enigma of Dolos, just like us, just like AGK. There's a lot of people that have paid it forward from
Right.
the thrill of the chase by creating their own hunts. This one has got a lot of silver, everybody.
Okay, so here's what I said. because I always push the line. You guys know me, right? Are you ready for what I did?
What
I said,
state is it in? No.
I said, thank you for your thoughtful response. Since Outcast, not me, Outcast said it. I said, we know the lake and waterfall is Stevens, but that seems like a tough hike. I want to go with my 11-year-old, but not sure it's safe enough for both of us. We are kind of flatlanders, but up for an adventure these last few years. We do have a metal detector, smiley face. But it is a 2-day drive, and I can't tell if the idea means it is in the area or not. I think I meant video, but I have typos. I really want to head out, but also don't want to waste a trip. Do you think it's safe to hike the Stevens Lake area with an 11-year-old and a mom? He is pretty fit and loves the outdoors. Thank you again. And then here's the last response I got from him. And I want you all to have it because it's so exciting. Stevens Lake is a great hike. An 11-year-old is more than capable, although they will sleep well that night.
So it's
Dun,
quite a bit of
dun,
a
dun,
hike.
dun.
And he says you can do it in a day, but
No,
it's
but he's
better to
not
camp
saying
out.
it's at Steven. He answered the Stevens question. He's clever. He didn't let me.
He didn't answer it, right? He didn't answer
No,
it. And what did Outcast Searcher say? I thought he just said the state, but yeah, I don't see.
no, he said Stevens.
Mr. Clue is in the chat. What's up, Mr. Clue?
Mr. Clue. Oh, I got stuff
Yeah,
to ask
I
you
just
too.
I just want to know if we're getting another hint on Monday from Mr. Clue or not. I didn't know if that would be a weekly thing or not, but we'll see. All we can do is wait and see. Yeah, that is the Tumble Bear load, which is pretty awesome. That's got to be $15,000 in silver, just my
Yep.
personal opinion. But
Yep.
how awesome to get those coins and keep them and, see if the value goes up or not. How awesome to use those coins like we would probably do for another treasure hunt. Some of them, anyway.
Now, would you please go to the video again and look at the questions? Because I asked one and he answered. I want to see if anybody else. Wait. I don't hear you.
Outcast Searcher in the chat said when the map is updated, he will let everybody know.
Oh,
so
good.
that's cool for everybody. So we know what the map looked like on Saturday because I purchased it and we showed everybody in our Zoom we did, our 20 friends that were in the Zoom.
Oh, Outcast, I'm giving you a hard time.
Updated,
It's not secret information. And that was the point because I just didn't want to say it. Mike and I were going back and forth. We're like, 20 people were in there. We can say it, right? I was just so glad I wasn't because someone would give me a hard time. They won't give you a hard time.
How often is the map updated? This is on the chat of the comments of the video. Tumble Bear Load says, hello, and thank you for the inquiry. As often as I can when I have reliable service, about every 1 to 2 weeks. So now the next question is, when did you update it last? We don't know if he updated it a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So if anybody wants to pay the $1 and say.
Wait, now somebody said that he's going to tell us when it's updated. How is he going to tell us?
How do that?
Well, you just said that. You
No,
said somebody in the chat. I thought.
No. Outcast Searcher is saying when he sees the map has been updated, he will let everybody know.
Oh.
Just like.
Well, how is Outcast Searcher going to know?
Because he's going to pay the $1 every day until it's updated.
Oh, dang. Okay.
I didn't know that. In other words, the next person to pay $1 and see so the way it worked right now was when we paid the $1 and saw the map yesterday, you could not read the last word on the first line of the poem. You could not read the last word. We're assuming that when he updates the map next time, you will be able to see the last word, the first line. So what anybody please reach out to us. And I have no problem paying the $1. I just want to wait until I know it's updated before I see it again. Make sense? So yeah, anybody who pays $1, whether it's now or a month from now, if you can read that last word in the poem, please email me so I can go in and look at it. And then we can try and figure out where this thing is.
Can you go
what's
back
interesting?
To the
what's that?
Oh,
back. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I can.
He just answered a couple of them, or at least mine. So I was happy.
Turn your volume up a little bit, Christy, if you can. Okay. Wow, I love this so much. I can't find the website, and you put tumblebearload.com. It's the tumblebearload.com, everybody.
Yep.
And I'll put that in the chat right here. So it sounds like this guy is out in the wild because he says when he has reliable service, he'll update it about every 2 weeks.
Silver mining. I think he's probably prospecting for mines, and he's
out. Rationalistic says scam. Are you paying taxes on the money? You know this is illegal. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Rationalistic.
Yeah, but he does that with everyone. So just know if it Tumble Bear, if you're watching, he's a troll for everyone. So you're just in the club now because he does it to everybody, and he's kind of a jerk.
So I don't see where he commented on anybody else's, but yours, Kate Pro. Do you feel special?
I feel special, and I got some responses. So that's yeah.
Oh, I'm just going to tell you guys, when you watch this video, he sings New York, New York while he's carving this symbol. That's one clue. Maybe we don't know what it means.
That
and
right there.
look who's right there. Bill Murray's at the top of this waterfall. Why? You got to figure it out. I'm assuming it's part of the clues. Right there is Bill Murray.
We haven't figured that out, but we did figure out that waterfall.
We
So we
know
know
where the
the
waterfall
general
is. We
areas.
know
We've
where
already
but
said it's
again,
in
yeah.
Stevens Lake area. So, Doug, that's what you asked. We think, should we give out the rest of what we figured out?
Well, I think what else is there? I think you said the area, right?
What was the New York reference? What was nearby?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Why not? I mean, yeah, we can. So in the beginning, he says New York, and a lot of people, and also in the movie, he's eating an apple. Some people thought New York State, the Big Apple. Could this be the shy guy from back east? Is he the Forrest Fenn finder of the chest, and he's trying to communicate? Other people said it must be in New York State. What we found out is that there is a New York mine in Idaho, and it doesn't necessarily mean that's where the silver came from, but I think he's giving us a landmark. I don't remember where it is in Idaho, but it's in the area, right?
Right. I think he's giving us the state by that.
And you think it's by what lake, Capro?
Stevens
Lake. It's real. I don't know why, but yours is real low.
I don't know why either.
Oh,
I'm excited about this damn thing, so I
that's
don't know.
better. Stevens Lake in Idaho. Does anybody live in the area? Is anybody within?
Well, Doug,
yeah.
I have to tell you, it's actually within a few miles of the border of Idaho and Montana. So that's why some people are saying one thing. So I don't think we have enough information to know yet.
Yeah, Doug, that is Bill Murray, not the finder. If you pause on the video on the waterfall and get it clear, mine was a little blurry, you'll see it's a cutout of Bill Murray up there.
Yes. And you guys picked up on that right away. Stripes, Bill Murray. I don't know. I don't know what the Bill Murray thing is. So we'll know.
Bob Ord is asking about Niamo Spec. If you look up Niamo Spec on YouTube, you can see that cipher, which as far as I know, the ride's still open. Nobody solved the Niamo Spec cipher that I know of. If anybody has, please let me know, because we'd like to have you on the show and talk about it. Or if you think you have, let me know what you got. So yeah, Idaho. If anybody lives in Mulan is the city, right? Mulan.
That's the nearest city.
The nearest city is Mulan, the nearest interstate at Mulan, Idaho. Yeah, let us know if you could go search, or you're within the area. Or
no, like this is one I'm traveling. I'm driving. It's going to take me 2 days. This is one I want to go to. This is one that, yeah.
Tosh Bob Bodley says, wasn't there supposed to be something big coming out in regards to the Forrest Fenn treasure on August 4th? Could this be when this hunt was released? I don't know about August 4th, and I don't know when the hunt was released. The video was uploaded on August 13th, but we don't know how long it's been out there. There's no details. All we have to go on is that video and that website. And
well, so JK Jeff, I did check with Tony Hemman last night. I asked him if he wanted to search partner up and go. He is going to move on for a little bit. He is going to go to the World Series of Fenn, but he just needs some time away from. I think the Forrest Fenn thing has taken a strange turn. Obviously, we're going to be moving on to other hunts. I'm not going to affiliate anything to these treasure hunts. Matched up or affiliated with the Forrest Fenn stuff.
Some people just need a break.
Yeah.
We met.
We will see him at World Series of Fenn, and that was the first thing I thought. It's funny that a couple of you thought the same thing.
Yeah.
So I did talk with Tony. He's going to go be a rock hound for a little bit. He's going to go fish. He'll check back in with us from time to time, but he just needs a little bit of a break.
Lisa Smith says, I'll let you know when I go scout. Somebody should just go to Stevens Lake and check it out. Like, can you park at the lake? How do you have to hike just to get to the lake?
So at the trailhead, it's about 3 miles to the upper Stevens Fall or upper Stevens Lake, and then there's a lower Stevens Lake. It is a 5-mile hike. It is an 1,800 foot elevation change. So it is I saw a video of a guy doing the last 700 feet, and it kicks your butt if you're not ready. That's nothing to sneeze at. So you're going to need to be ready for it. I'm ready for it with one other person. I'll take the silver. They can take the box. Just kidding.
Somebody pay the $1 right now and let me know if the last word of the first line is clear or not. In my opinion, because he told you that you can't solve it from the video. There's 2 ways to solve it, and they're both on the map. I can't say it's Stevens Lake because he said he showed areas from the vicinity. I don't know if that's where the treasure is. So the map is the only way to figure it out.
Right. And I don't either. I think it rules out New York. I think it rules out. I think it's in
Idaho.
We're in Idaho, Montana. I think we're in a 50-mile radius. I don't think we're in a 1-mile radius. I don't think we're in I don't think we have enough to narrow it down all the way. That's why I'm not out the door.
Baby steps to the car, baby steps to the elevator. What about Bob? They're going through all the Bill Murray movies. Now, the Bill Murray cutout that was shown above the waterfall is from.
Oh, look at Tosh. Look
Right.
at Tosh.
Okay, first word still covered. Thank you, Tosh. He told us he paid about an hour ago. So I would say let's wait till next weekend. That's 1 week from when we first saw it, and just see if this guy might not even have service until next week. It's a fun thing. I know snow is going to be moving in the next month or two. If anybody does go look, just be safe. Safety number one. And no, Doug, I don't think you have to take a raft and cross any water, in my opinion. He's just showing us different places to narrow it down to Idaho. Like, I think he showed the waterfall so we could look up, oh yeah, it's Idaho. It's in this area. We
Right.
just don't know where. So we don't even know if that blaze he made on that tree, if that is where the treasure is or not. We don't know.
Right. That might be the beginning of the trailhead. That might be, we know where that spot, or we think we know where that spot is. We definitely know the fall spot. We got like side by side pictures. They're identical. So I think we have enough to know is exciting. Some people say, but how do you know it's actually there? We don't. I don't know this gentleman. I don't know the person at all in any way.
Leap of faith, and that does not have to do with the leap year, which is an inside joke for the Grand Adventure. Outcast Searcher says the website was registered on August 6th. Yep. So August 13th, the video was uploaded. So I'm assuming that's when he put it out there. That's when the treasure hunt started, August 13th. It's been 1 month. I wonder if anybody's even gone boots on the ground until we blew this up. The video, I don't know how many views the video had, maybe 100?
Less than 100, and it had 16 subscribers.
Yep. Yeah. Sideways infinity sign. Somebody said that has to do with, I forget what we called that. That has to do with the sun.
Ameline or
Ding dong. It has to do with the path of the sun. And when you pay for the map, you will see there's a topo map. There's part of a poem, but there's also a clock that has the number 2 marked, like 2 p.m.
Yes.
With one hand that goes to the 2. So it's something going on with time, something going on with the sun.
Yeah. So one, it was cool with the video, exactly what MJ's saying. Just to see, oh, I'm just going to make a little raft and head down. I thought that's like mountain man stuff. It was awesome. I wouldn't mind doing another Zoom maybe sometime this week, just to analyze the things that any Photoshop people, they were going to dig into it a little bit. I think we should do something this week. I'm just saying, this one's exciting. I want this one. Mine.
Not an ellipsis. Let me look it up.
No, it was there it is. There it is. Lisa said it.
Amalama ding dong. Oh, analemma. It's an analemma, everybody. Look up analemma. Here, I can look it up and show everybody.
Oh, how exciting.
Analemma. I wonder why the guy, there's Bill right there. You see, it's him pointing.
There's something to that, but we haven't figured out the Bill part.
Well, I think I did, because there's a city called Murray right there in the area.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, there's a city called Murray, Idaho, and I was guessing that's what it means. In astronomy, an analemma is a diagram showing the position of the sun in the sky as seen from a fixed location on Earth at the same mean solar time. So he wrote 2 p.m. is on the map. I mean, yeah. And then if we go to images, you can see that it's a figure 8.
Yeah, it was. And that's what it was.
So
that's what it is.
Why he put that in a tree? Why?
Doug, that's not nice. I'll leave the silver for you. Actually, that is nice. But no, we got to go get. Oh, and now Cash there's the GPS coordinates, y'all. We are all one happy family.
If we found it, me and K-Pro, I would leave a coin and I'd leave a note for the next person. I'd take the box. I'm taking the silver and the box with me, but I would leave a coin and I would leave a note for the next person. That's just me.
Yeah.
What about the top box? We don't know what you should maybe you should ask him. Email him and say, what's in that top? What's that?
You know what? I do have to say, I hope he's just working. I've emailed him a few times and I haven't heard back from him. So I'm going to go a little silent, but I thank him so much for the answer, the information he already gave.
That's right, Amy. Hashtag Analama Ding Dong. That's right. Yeah, we see Outcast Searcher, but that's okay. Now I would hate for somebody to search in New York. Like if somebody's like, I spent weeks in New York, when we already know it's in Idaho. We tell you what we know on most things. On Mr. Clue, we're not going to tell you what we know.
We want some help.
We have some help. We've talked to somebody. We have some,
I know, but Mr. Clue, you answered my question and he did it publicly on the video.
yeah.
Bring it up. I would like everyone to see Mr. Clue's response.
Okay.
Does that even make sense? Mr. Clue, you gave a nothing burger as an answer.
Reason? I didn't even realize what we're
I
talking.
don't even understand. Yes, I read it to you and you go, "What does that mean?" And I'm like, "I know he thinks
Oh, I
you
didn't
said
realize that was Mr. Clue, or maybe I did. All right. Anyway, here, check it out. This, if you don't know, Mr. Clue is a YouTube channel. The board game Catan, it's one of the most popular games other than Monopoly, I think.
Chaseopoly.
Yeah, or Chaseopoly. And 20 grams of gold. This board right here, this Catan board, you have to know the rules of Catan. This will tell you where the proxy item is, which you have to go get. 1,128 views, not bad. Came out on August 23rd. And K Pro, I said, how close do the clues lead us to the proxy item? He said, close. Where's yours at, K Pro? Right here. Once the general area is defined, how do you get to the specifics, the next step, if you will? Mr. Clue says to get the next step, just figure out the specifics. Hopefully that helps. Okay, wait, let's look at this. Yeah, I do remember you telling me this now. Once the general area is defined, because me and K Pro and somebody else think we know the general area, how do you get to the specifics? The next step, if you will. To get the next step, just figure out the specifics. Hopefully that helps. To get the next step, just figure out the specifics.
I have no idea what that means.
It's got to be related to the board. I mean, this is what we have to go on. So what are the
Right, but he didn't answer it. Can you tell us code, cipher, wordplay, blue player? Look at the I don't know. Look at the numbers. Look at the letters. That's what, because we have the general area, but we don't have the specifics now.
Catan, MJ Inzer. She put crying out loud. Catan. When I hear specifics, I think you got to go to the rule book. Specifics of the game Catan.
No.
It has something to do with the rules.
Oh.
So somebody that we've worked with is in the chat. I think, yeah, specifics. That's right.
Oh.
I'm thinking they mean, the dice roll or the turn play. I don't know the game of Catan very well. I've never played the game. I had Catan Junior with the boys, but that's a little bit different. So this is another awesome treasure hunt. 20 grams of gold. And that's what, $1,300 or $1,400 or whatever.
Yep.
So yeah, we invite you to look for this one too.
And I was up in the finale, and I went into a comic book store for Mike. Long story. And the guy had like 20 different Catans for sale, and I'm like, "Do you ever play it?" And he's like, "Oh, he has like a club, and he plays it all the time." And I asked him a bunch of questions. You guys already know this, but Catan is out there. It's a pretty popular game.
Captain Marvel says, "Is it an old game?" I think it's been around like 10 or 20 years, right? Catan. I don't know when it started, 80s, but it's a very popular game. There's a lot of editions. Mr. Clue has specified he is using the current edition. Do we have the Cash App? I think we do, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. That's Mike's department.
I think somebody sent me money through the Cash App. I'm not sure, though. But if there's something you want to talk about, you could email me at cowlazars@gmail.com. Not important. Maybe it is important. How about that? All right.
Yeah. Well, and so
right there. Yeah.
And so a couple of other things as we wrap up, because Mike's going to the movies.
I'm actually going to go to the movies, everybody. I haven't been to a movie in 6 months because they've all been shut down since March or whenever, April.
So here's what I want you to know. The survey is out to the people that want to do our or that bought into our last hunt. Please fill out the survey. It takes less than like 4 minutes. It will give us really good insight because we have already built the story for the structure for our new hunt. And we have decided this is going to be the tribute to Forrest Fenn. So there's going to be a ton of items that are related to Forrest Fenn and the hunt that we have done so far. But we need some information from you on what you want to see different for the next one. And there is a question in there of whose did you like best if you had to vote, Mike's or mine. And I will just say we are right now in a dead heat. So we need you to respond to this because that's going to be the most important. We already know I sold more. We know that. Mine was solved last. We know that. This would be the trifecta. There would be no question.
What? Epic Space says, I won Mr. Clue's last treasure hunt, but I got nothing on this one. That's awesome. The last one was in Georgia, if I remember right. You got those coins. That's pretty cool. Congratulations. Outcast Searcher says, I have reasonable ideas to put it in like 5 different states. Captain Marvel, I think MJ Enzer is laughing that the board game Catan is being used as a puzzle, like a puzzle. That's all, I think. That's the way I took it. Which theater is open? Cannery North is open, Lisa. As far as I know, that one's open. The Cannery Casino, Craig Road in the 15. Cannery North movie theater is open. I'm not sure which other ones are open around the valley, but I'm sure other ones. I don't think the Palms is open. That's where I used to go to shows. Aliante, I know you're all the way down in the southern part, so I don't know what's open down there. Didn't Canasta have a special container for the cards? Maybe I'm just remembering ashtrays. I don't know
I did.
Canasta, so I don't know.
I play Canasta, and I played it with my grandma, and no, yeah.
Meatballs was a great movie. We are the CITs, so pity us. Yeah, that was a good one. Bill Murray's first movie after Saturday Night Live was the movie Meatballs, and that's a very good movie. Looks like
I agree, Doug.
Guy made multiple trips to his buried box with his small backpack of silver plus 7 trips. That's what it looks like. Plus 7 trips. Angelin Jolly says, subscribe to my channel if you want to keep the chat room going after this stream is over.
Oh, nice.
Sounds like Angelin has her own chat room. So yeah, everybody go check it out.
Okay. And how you do that is just click. Oh, I can't do it because I'm a mod. I can only set. So you can click on her. It takes you to her channel, and then you can hit subscribe, and you'll know. So that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, then stripes, Jack. That's right. And that's what the card does. Brian Gates says, Toby is sending geocache coins out Monday. Already have the place picked out and going in 2 weeks. May have a question for you, though. Nice. Is that you're going to find AGK's geocache?
No, he picked like 30 people around from different states. Yeah, so it looks like GTC hit the first one in the New York area or wherever he's from. And then Brian is probably asking him a question of, okay, you did it first. And I don't remember the California one. I don't remember who it was, but the California one was doing it. That's what Toby does on Saturday nights now. Yeah.
And if anybody hides one in Nevada, let me know, because I'd be happy to try and figure out where it is.
Mike, what? You never listen to me. We are hiding the one in Nevada.
You never told me that. You've never mentioned that once, that we are hiding anything other than our own things. But yeah, I'd be happy to hide one for Toby. Do we get to come up with where and the clues and all that?
Oh,
that's going to be a trip by itself.
I love you, baby.
I'll put Chaseopoly with it. Can you imagine you find a geocache and there's a huge Chaseopoly like on top of it in the middle of nowhere? All right. Okay.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay. Okay. So I would love to, we're going to continue the Zooms, the private Zooms for this one, because the Tumble Bear load looks awesome. It looks fun. It looks, like you get that adventure, you get that, you look down, you see that treasure chest full of goodies. And so I think it looks good. And he did say I could make it with an 11-year-old. So at least to that height. And he said it's not dangerous. So that's good enough for me. It'll be a long drive if it's up in that area, but I don't care. I'm looking for a little bit of adventure.
So that's the link. Hooli just put the link to put for Angelin Jolly's YouTube channel. Nice. Everybody could go subscribe. I just did. I don't know what the rules are to go live. You need 100 people or something. I don't know how it works, but yeah, check it out.
Just on a, you can't do it on a handheld or whatever you call it.
So Outcast Searcher says, I think Bear Lode's video, Tumble Bear Lode, is one day of him camping, spliced with multiple trips of him bringing silver to an entirely different area than where he is camping. And I would agree. Now that he's told K-Pro and now everybody else through our channel that it's just general area stuff, I agree with that. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. Clue. Mr. Clue had his first treasure hunt, which was in Indiana for a lot of gold. Then he switched it up to old coins. It was in Georgia. Now he's gone back to gold. The current Mr. Clue hunt is for 20 grams of gold. Nothing to sneeze at, everybody. If you can know the game Catan and you can figure out where it is. It's definitely not easy, but I love the idea of using a board game to make a puzzle that, at a proxy you have to find.
And the third one, let's just name it the one that K-Pro found. You didn't get my joke, did you?
No. Oh,
you said the first one with the big amount of gold, the second one in Georgia with the coin, the third one is the one that K-Pro found.
K-Pro's going to find. I understand what you mean. I'd love to go find it. I wish we'd come up with a spot where you could go tomorrow, because K-Pro would, in fact, go tomorrow. But it's just, that's the question: is do you go and all you have is a general area, and then you get there?
I'm close enough.
There it is.
I'm actually closer right now of if I was asked right now, you need to go boots on the ground on a hunt, which would you go to? I would want to go to Mr. Clues. What we have figured out,
Yeah.
and we meaning you smart people, I'm just willing to go boots on the ground. I feel like we have enough of a general area. I'm waiting for Mr. Clue. Maybe he even puts it out tonight. I don't know. But if he puts it out tomorrow, I'll be really excited because if it confirms our area more or lets us hone in on it, I will be very excited.
All right, I think that's it, everybody. 3 rides in the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park that me and K-Pro have been on many times. Because they're fun. We keep riding them because they're fun. We keep trying to figure out the clues. We want to find one of these things. Second place with Vegas Die. Second place with Jingle Bell Rock. We want to come in first place. Second place with Custard Quest. If you guys go back to my videos from 2 years ago, second place with Custard Quest. I won't go into it. Mr. Clue says, breaking news. The next hunt is already hidden, just waiting for this one to be found. Oh, that's awesome.
Mr. Clue, can you help us?
Yeah. A hint tomorrow, which would be 1 week from your last hint, could be helpful. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Or maybe you do it on the 1 month, which is I'd have to see when the 1 month is. I think 1 month is like next weekend that the Catan video's been out. But that's awesome. You're going to keep going, so that's great. Could we know what the prize is for the next treasure hunt? Maybe more breaking news, or if you want to wait, I understand. Is there
no, and I do have to say I'm coming around to Mr. Clues. The first one I did, and it was hard for me because I felt like it was a couple different areas. The second one I heard some really good feedback, and this one I'm jumping into a little late because I was doing finale stuff, but now I'm in. And if I'm the boots on the ground person, I need to be fully familiar. I will say Catan, to listen to Catan people, and they're like, oh, the blue cars and this, and then do you think it's the beginning of the turn or the end of the turn? Because oh, and this guy, he totally sucks because he didn't do this right, and I'm like, wow.
Players not good. Yeah, that's what we figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Outcast Searcher. And just to be clear, another searcher reached out to us to say, I figured something out and we're working with them. We have a deal with them. So we're not going to go into any details on that. But we hope we find it. We'll see.
But I will say extremely clever. Extremely clever. That's what I'm going to say.
Doug said, is there a name of the waterfall or the river shown in the T-Bear video? I don't think that waterfall's named, is it? I don't think.
No, it's just, I don't think so. I think it's at a particular lake. You're the one that brought it up on the park map. I don't think it had a name. It just.
There was actually somebody in our Zoom that said, bring this up, and we realized it. They found it on
Have you two
but again,
decided?
Treasures there.
Have you two decided we will never hear from the Shy Guy from the East? In my opinion, Doug, we will never hear from the Shy Guy from the East. My opinion only. I think too many lawsuits. Now people are going after the family. I think if they are wise and they're wise enough to solve that, in my opinion, we will not hear from the Shy Guy. So, and that's why we need to get excited. And you know what I think did it? Some people are like, you were so excited in the Zoom. I was ready to get on a plane for the
things out. It's fun, just like the Catan.
Well,
when you go, oh,
you know
wow,
what?
that's it.
You know what? And maybe, Mr. Clue, you might consider this. I think watching those silver coins, even though that's not millions, it was exciting enough. I know when I'm going to be looking down and going, ah, like I pictured that with the Forrest Fenn hunt. This is the first one I'm picturing again when he like dumps and then dumps more. I know, and that's the exciting part for me.
So, Mr. Clue, just an idea for a future hunt, but what if you showed where and what the proxy item is? So, like your other hunt, it was a magnetic thing on the back of a handicap sign, I believe, if I remember right. You could do a quick video where you show that. You're like, this is what you're looking for. You just show the sign. You don't show the surrounding area. But at least when somebody goes boots on the ground, they know what they're looking for. Well, for the Catan one, we don't know what the proxy item is. We don't know exactly where it is. I know you said there's 1 gram of gold with it, and then there's instructions on how to get the other 19 grams, and that's fine. I know you don't want to leave the whole thing there in case somebody accidentally stumbles upon it. But it, yeah, that was.
Well, and this is more of like a marketing thing. Like, yeah, look what Holy says. That video and Zoom was drool worthy. That video, just looking at the, I just think that's what gets me excited. So even if. And gosh, we just have we don't even have a general area. We have a general area. That's enough for me to go. Oh. So if you gave us a little bit of something like that, and maybe it just looks, I don't know, something, it could get exciting. But Mr. Clue, we're ready for the next clue because this week I have downtime after Tuesday. Wednesday, I can drive, and I realized after
he can't give it away, but
Not
you
give
know,
it away.
yeah, he can't give it away.
Not give it away. I
Oh,
didn't say give it
just
away.
help you, help him, help you.
No,
But
but I
Mr. Clue says he did video the proxy. That could be a cool clue. And again, you have to know where to look, but it would be helpful if we knew what we were looking for. That's all I'm saying.
see the true
Even if you
2020.
say what it is, not even show a video, what is it we're looking for? Is it a little magnetic box?
Oh no, but that's not the clue
Where
tomorrow.
is
The
it?
clue tomorrow says now that you have the general area, this is specifically
The
how you
specific.
crack the
Yeah.
next part of it. That's what
But
we need.
what you want, K-Pro, is a clue of how you find out in the video where you know where you're going. I got you. That's all
Yeah.
up to Mr. Clue on what he wants to share. So
Yeah, well, he
Well,
said
we
you start with
appreciate
the
it.
tiles. We
Mhm.
started with the tiles and we got a general area, or you guys did. I'm not taking credit for any of it. But
That's
now,
the other guy.
how do you get to the specific area? And not your answer did not help me. I need to know a little bit more.
But
Do I use the numbers? Do I use the letters on the back? Do I use the dice? Do I use the cards on the outside? These are the things. These are the things that would help me.
And Mr. Clue says, I might release a video of the proxy as a hint. I recorded it in situ, which means he was there as he hit it. That would be awesome because it's just
Oh
you know
wow.
what we're looking for. Because right now, even if I solve everything you have on the board game of Catan, and I'm like, I know it's by this landmark, whatever that is, I still don't know what I'm looking for. Unless that's encoded in the board game as well. It's just hard to not know what you're looking for. That's all. But I guess that's with any treasure hunt. I mean, at least with Forest Fens, it was a blaze, but we didn't know what the blaze looked like. With this Tumble Bear load, we're looking for the lid of that box, but I mean, that's covered with dirt and
Oh, I
debris.
think the around area.
Yeah. Okay. Dendrology and geometry important, or was that the other treasure hunt? Yeah.
Did you see Captain? Oh well, K Pro. No clues for you. It's like no soup for you.
Right. He's got the next one already hidden. That's awesome. So he's got these in
Oh,
the bank ready to go.
let's go.
That's cool.
Let's get it.
New York and Bill Murray clues are red herrings. That's true. Well, we kind of decided how New York and Bill Murray fit Idaho, but of course we could be wrong. We're guessing with everybody else. So
Yeah.
he should have been eating a potato in the thing, not an apple, right? Idaho.
No,
No,
we figured out why
baked
because it
potato
was
on the
in area.
fire would have been great.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Tumble Bear load, Mr. Clue, and the Dolos Enigma of Dolos. I haven't heard anything. A bookmark. That's right. A bookmark in the library would have been known what we were looking for. Vegas Die is out. I have the books. If you ordered a Vegas Die, they will go in the mail Monday morning. Promise. I've already emailed the people, the cipher that's in the book that have purchased the book from us. People are starting to try and figure that out. Yeah, we'll see. Vegas Die, AGK's Treasure Hunt, still trying to figure out that damn poem.
Oh, I got it from Deep Throat's girlfriend.
Oh.
And it all okay. So I need to show you that after this.
French, interesting.
I know, but she's like, I'm Canadian French, is what she told him. So she's like, some of the words might be off. I'm like, you're good, sweetheart. She's 12. I mean, it's awesome. A
So
12
what
year
are we doing this week, K-Pro? If people want to know what's on the agenda for Analama Ding Dong, what are we doing this week? Monday. What is it? What about this idea? Mondays we said was going to be a Vegas Die Zoom, correct? After the live show. What if the Vegas Die Zoom is the live show? Or do you have something you would rather go live and talk about for an hour before we do the private Zoom?
No, I don't like the idea of breaking from the private Zooms. I don't think if everybody doesn't have their book that we are going to have much to Zoom. So I'm not sure if we need the Zoom, but the Zoom is so much different than an open chat. Like we gave out a lot of the stuff that we did in the Zoom. I actually don't even like that because you have to remember there's people that, I mean, we're going to have 25 thumbs down by the end. They take our information and go, no, this is the people. And I'm okay if you you're sitting quiet. But I know, yeah, no, so I wouldn't like to, I'm okay canceling one or the other, but I'm not okay making one the other.
So if we do go live tomorrow, I don't know what the show will be, but I'm sure we'll have something we can talk about, right?
Yes, we have 3 or 4 things to choose from. We were working on other stuff today. I can throw them at you, and then you pick whichever one you want.
And then Thursday's show, and then we were going to have the AGK Zoom after Thursday's show. But again, now we have the Tumble Bear load. We have Vegas Die. We could, Beacon Star's still there too.
Mr. Clue, Mr. Clue.
Mr. Clue, exactly.
I'm crushing between Mr. Clue and Tumble Bear load. I don't know which one.
And for everybody who played our grand adventure, thank you. we do have winners, and we did give out the solution videos. So if you look on the Cowlazars channel, the solutions for everybody who didn't buy in, just wants to see what the puzzles were, what it meant to do a grand adventure. I put up my solution today. K-Pro who did hers the other day. And yeah, if you guys could fill out that survey, like K-Pro said, we're looking for feedback because we are planning the next one already. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
and
have
that
we're
that
gonna
one's gonna
create
be
our
awesome.
own ride in the treasure hunting amusement park.
Yeah.
How to choose. That's right. Not important. How to choose. And Silver Fox says some people take over the airtime in the Zoom. Well, I guess you got to speak up. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. I
Well, you
like
guys,
PK, and that's mute everybody, and you got to raise your hand to talk. But I didn't want to do that.
well, here's the funny part. I have to tell you, the very first people to say anything about poker and really honing in on the clues was Casey and Bobby D. They were saying it, and they are not, I would say, strong personalities. They couldn't get a word in to really explain. And I was so worried that first day or two. After the first Zoom, I'm like, it's over. Two of them have figured out. One, it's poker. Casey was the one that's like, kid poker. And I was like, oh, that's him. They're going to figure. But then everybody went, and then Casey and I have gone back and forth a little bit. So just remember, you should probably listen to the ones that are the most quiet as well. I think everybody contributes, and it's great. And I'm not knocking anybody in the chat, but I was so worried that a couple of those shy guys, they were throwing just a few things, but what they threw was exactly right at the beginning. But they even got thrown down different rabbit holes, which was really interesting. So.
See the Truth points out that the Tumble Bear map, it says the clock is the minute hand, not the hour hand. The hour hand is shorter, which is missing. And I think the remaining hand will be revealed later in the hunt. Just my opinion. Yeah,
Oh.
I thought that the map, part of the map that's covered would be revealed, but you're right. He could change any of the existing map, I guess, if he wanted to. He could do whatever he wants. It's his treasure hunt. So that's interesting. We'll see if more happens with the clock or not. Captain Marvel says, oh no, I missed it. Somebody said there's so many treasure hunts. How do you pick? It's making my head spin. Who was that? I can't remember who that was. Yeah, and we try and get the information out to you guys. That's what we do here, and you guys decide. What really helps is if it's within driving distance, or just if when you're in Nevada
Right.
and Parrish is in Maine, you go, well, maybe we're not going to work on that one. But
Right, but for me, it's what I do have to say. This is how I look at it, and I make the analogy to dating. I'll go on a first date with everybody because it's a first date. It's a hi, I want to get to know you. I like people. I like hunts. But I know pretty quickly, is it going to work for me or isn't it? And I have to say, I don't know why Tumble Bear Lode. It was like, I'm so excited about that one. And it's not within a 1 day's drive of me. And that sucks. But
it's pouring all those coins in the chest, and it's really cool that he created a raft and all the other stuff, but it's really
yeah,
the visual of pouring all those
yeah.
coins in the chest. So
Well,
Mr. Clue, I'm just throwing it out there. If you have that kind of money and time, pouring a bunch of coins in the thing is really cool. So
and I will say with Mr. Clue, it took a little bit. I went on a date. I wasn't really interested. Now somebody called and said, "Hey, you really need to go on another date, and here's why." And it's like, ooh, they solved a big part of it, I think, and that makes me go, "Oh, I get it." And I'm willing. I'm willing. I'm just saying. So,
uh,
anyway.
Outcast Searcher says, was the misspelled word talked about on the Zoom? Like I said, I only popped in quickly. There's a misspelled word. I didn't catch that. For the Tumble Bear Load, there's a misspelled word.
We
Is
got
that
to
on
do
the map
another.
that you pay
We
for?
got to do another Zoom. We got
Yeah,
to do
it
another.
will. And again, if you guys want what we're going to create is a mailing list. When we do these Zooms, they're private, meaning anybody can join, but they're not shown publicly on YouTube. So if you want to be on a mailing list for that, email me, cowlazars@gmail.com.
No, see, you made a joke about the shy guy. Now everybody thinks that this is the shy. Okay, it was a joke. People were saying because it's New York, there was a reference that is this Tumble Bear Load guy, the
Um,
shy guy. No.
yeah, I can give credit to who sent that to me. Somebody actually thinks that's true. They think, could this be the shy guy? And I said, well, I can't say it's not. Shout out to Steve. Steve's the one who texted me that today and said he's eating an apple. He says New York. That's back east. Could this be the shy guy? You
So
never see him
any
on camera.
mail that is from the
I know what you mean.
25 states to the east of New York, people are going to affiliate. No. But he was a force fence searcher.
Yeah, and he's paying it forward like Mr. Clue, like Master Morpheus, like us, like AGK,
Well,
like
any of those people
Randy.
could also be the
Randy,
shy guy.
Randy's not a. Randy had his out before the end of the Thrill of the Chase, but Randy's still in there. Mr. Clue, I did not get an email, so I don't know. It hasn't come through yet anyway. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's World Series of Poker. So yeah, email me. Anybody, email me about anything you want to. Can't promise I'll respond, but I'll try. I heard Mike mention something. Yeah, no, we do not know who the shy guy was. We do not have a solution. None of that stuff, everybody. And now that Forrest is gone, unfortunately, we may never. We'll see.
It's not may never. We are now focusing on the other hunts. We're not going to be focusing.
Right.
If there's anything that comes out like Shy Guy, like anything on Dale's, like anything of significance, we will come out and discuss it. I do not see that happening at all. So we're going to move on. We're still going to, pay tribute and have some great discussions about or reminiscing about the Forrest Fenn hunt. But that's done at this point, guys. That's done.
Yeah. We're going to move on to the other treasure hunts. That's all.
Yeah.
Because they're out there. There's a lot out there, and there's a lot to pick from. There's a lot of rides to choose what you want.
Well, we know of another one that's going to be in Yellowstone.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but don't say it yet. Don't say it yet.
Yeah. So there's going to be a treasure hunt in West Yellowstone, not in the park itself, but West Yellowstone, which is really a cool idea. But it sounds like they're going to wait till spring, because once that winter moves in, everything shuts down and all that. So it sounds like they're going to wait until spring. But definitely when it is out there released, we will give you guys the info. And that's why there was in Facebook, I asked a couple of people who lives around West Yellowstone, and they were like, I do. And I'm like, oh, it's too late. Cause but for that one, I'd go if we could figure out where it was. Oh, a shy guy equals a woman. Silver Fox says there's an idea. A shy guy is really a woman. There's a lot of theories, isn't there?
Whatever.
Randy, check out the tumblebearlode.com. That's what it's all about. That right there. Check that website out. We watched the video. The video is pretty cool. A lot of silver. Yeah, I think that's it. We'll go live tomorrow as we always do. And we'll talk to you then. If anybody's got any ideas on these treasure hunts, let us know. Shoot me an email. Cowlazars@gmail.com. Thanks for the grand adventure. There will be another one soon. We'll have details soon.
I will be shocked if in the next 14 days I am not boots on the ground for one of these hunts.
And I hope so. And all I say is video.
I am itching. I am itching.
Record it. Whether you find it or not, record the boots on the ground.
Oh, I will. And you'll hear me scream from any state you're in if I finally find. I mean, we found one, but it's been 2 years since we found the boots on the ground clothing one. So there's still that one out as well. The movie premieres are coming out and all, or the
film.com. Yeah, it's still in the preliminary stages. I don't think it's actually released yet, but sixtreasuresfilm.com. Tumble vid is excellent. Yes, it is. Sorry, Randy. Maybe you should get a different job. Yeah. So I know.
Well, Randy, we will schedule it around your driving for one hint per.
Where's Randy live? Randy, are you in Idaho? Where is Randy?
No, he's in
Iowa.
No, I thought he was. He's like Ohio or something. Indiana.
No.
I don't know.
Got it, Mr. Clue. Got it.
Okay, Doug. Let's go.
Randy, if you live in in Idaho now, you're going to be interested in the Tumble Bear Lode. It's in Idaho. That's all.
Is he in Idaho? Randy, are you in Idaho? I'm going to see Randy.
Iowa, Idaho, one of those children of the corn states. I don't know.
Okay, those are a little different.
Children of the corn. Okay. All right, everybody. Iowa's in Iowa. Okay, then forget it. But check out the Tumble Bear Lode. You may want to make a drive, Randy. You drive all over the place. That could be a definite drive.
Yeah.
For sure. So.
Yeah. I will travel. I'm traveling. I need someone that.
Oh yeah. Gotcha, Mr. Clue. Gotcha. I do have an answer too, and I'll email you back. This is not related to the treasure hunt. Everybody, this is something else. Okay, everybody. Yeah, I think that's it, right? Those are the rides. You guys choose if you want to spend money and time on them. We do because we love them. We like treasure hunts, and we will be live tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sitting in the dark. I don't know what happened here.
All right, we got to take it out with this. Oh, how does he only have 286? Well, that's good. It was 212, so 286 subscribers. The views got 1,100 views, so it's getting up there. So that's a little bit better. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, darn it. Hang on.
It's open when it's dark. It's the treasure hunt amusement park. Masquerade and Forrest Fenn are closed, but there are plenty more rides than just those. There's Beacon Star and Treasure Man, Vegas Die and Oak Island. give them a try, and you'll be smiling. This place never closes, that's for certain. There's always a reason to keep searching. Boots on the ground, look, look, look. Your ticket to the ride is the book. The dream of the treasure is the hook. The dream of the treasure is the hook. Keep searching forever, start searching now. Grand adventures with K-Pro and Cow. The secret, a gypsy's kiss, the whistle pig. Come watch our show, win a prize, little or big. This place never closes, that's for certain. There's always a reason to keep searching. Boots on the ground, look, look, look. Your ticket to the ride is the book. The dream of the treasure is the hook. The dream of the treasure is the hook.
All right, there it is, everybody. And we're going to see if it doesn't cut off early this time. Here we go. I'm going to check the RAM on my computer and go see a movie. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow.